Hey guys, this is Reptile Fan 14 here, and I'm doing my contest entry for lizardfreakgirls contest. So I am doing mine on Zeus, my bearded dragon. He is a normal. I will get you guys a better close-up of him. It is getting closer to night, so he is getting tired and he's already lying down. But here he is. So there he is. You can see he has some nice orange on him. Really nice orange, some yellow. He's really nice. I love him to bits. I mean, crazy how much I love this guy. So the reason why I got Zeus was because me and my friend were talking, and I said I want to get a reptile, and I said I like just like bigger, nice reptiles that look really cool. And my friend's like, well, why don't you check out bearded dragons? So then I go on Google, type in bearded dragons, and I check them out, and wow, I just fell in love instantly. I was like, I gotta get one. And my mom was totally against reptiles, like she hates them. But I mean, actually she likes Zeus quite a bit. No lies. But so then I did lots of research, went on bearddragon.org. Really good website, really good for information. I suggest everyone gets an account there and goes on it. So many good people on there, all nice, friendly, a really good site. That's where I learned so much, and that's how Zeus is nice and healthy and fat today. So yeah, that's why, and I just went with it. I talked to a guy on Kijiji. He hooked me up with Zeus. Actually, he hooked me up with any dragon of my choice that he had. And he had like a whole clutch of normals, so I was like, whatever, and he gave me one for free, and I was like, okay. And then I went to Petland and I spent like $400 on everything. Well, I spent like $300 at Petland on a bunch of crazy stuff. Like, this isn't even all the stuff I have. Like, I have so much more. I have some in my Cressy tanks that I took out of his, and I have some more in bins, and yeah, it's crazy. But so let's get on to the care. So pretty much for a bearded dragon, you're going to want a tank that is 4 feet long, 2 feet in width, and 2 feet high. That is pretty much what you're going to want. I suggest just going with it from the start. You're going to want that from the start just because that's what they're going to need when they're older. And I mean, Zeus did fine as a baby. A lot of people worry about hunting. Like, they're not going to be able to hunt as much because it's too big. And if that's the case, just block half of it off. Just put half of the tank then. So that's, and then you're pretty much set. So now what you're gonna want, let's go over this, like the stuff that you're gonna want in the tank, and then we'll get into heating and lighting and substrate. So you're gonna pretty much what you need, mandatory stuff, is a hide on the cool side. They prefer it on the cool side just because, like, if they ever need to get away from the hot side, they go to the hide and the cool side. So you give them a hide there. So that's where I put one. I put it right there. And then you're on a basking spot, okay? Now basking spots, you can go from anywhere from bricks to this, to making your own. Like, there's so many choices. You can make one out of wood, for Pete's sakes. Like, there's so much you can do. But then you're gonna wanna, like, I mean, they prefer lots of stuff to, like this, like, just more stuff to explore and stuff. So some plants, some like vine things, like trees like this, they like things like this, and blanket. I suggest every beardie gets a blanket. I mean, mine loves it. Blankets are just amazing. So yeah, so let's get on to the care. Now we'll start with lighting. Okay, so you're gonna want a basking spot. Okay, so what you're going to do is you get a bulb. You can use a normal household bulb, not the coils, the circle ones, from any home hardware store. I just use a 60 watt floodlight, I think it was. Yeah, 60 watt this one is, I believe. Yeah, 60 to 75. And you're going to want a 105 Fahrenheit basking spot. Okay, and you're not going to want to use things like that to measure them. You're going to want a digital thermometer or a temp gun. Those are the best things. They get the most accurate temperatures. I mean, I usually have one, but right now I'm using it for my Cressy eggs. I'll pick a second one up soon, but right now I'm just alternating every few days. So that's about it. And then for the basking, so it's pretty simple for that. And then you're gonna want a UVB bulb, okay? This is the most important thing. Without this, they can get metabolic bone disease, and it's really bad. They won't be able to walk. It can mess up their jaw. So many bad things can happen. I mean, this is important. And I suggest either like a Power Sun, or the ones, like Power Suns are the ones with UVA and UVB, so the heat and UVB mixed in, or a Reptile 10.0 fluorescent tube. That's what I use. It's amazing. And for every UVB bulb you have, you want to switch it every 6 to 8 months. Even though the light still works, the UVB runs out. And when the UVB runs out, MBD can happen. So that's bad. So you make sure you get that changed every 6 to 8 months. And then like the fixture for it, I just picked up at a home hardware store. I paid like $10 for that. Hung it with some chains and a piece of wood, and it's perfectly good. But you can mount it with so many other things. Like, there's so many things you can do. Now for substrate, you're gonna want something like this, like tile, paper towel, newspaper. Any of those are really good choices because they can't ingest it. I know some people use sand, and that's personal preference, but I use tile. There's many reasons. It's safe. They can run on it easy. They don't get nothing in their like face or nothing in their eyes. It's clean. Like, sand can get bacteria and stuff, so this is clean, and it's really easy to clean. Like a wipe with it, you can wipe poop up so easy on this, it's not even funny. I just get a vacuum when it gets like different particles and that on it, vacuum it up, done. Easy peasy. So yeah, so now let's go with food. Food, you can feed them a variety of things. You'll want to give them fresh veggies every day. Collard greens, mustard greens, bok choy, many good choices. Now, if you go on Google and type in bearded dragon nutrition, the first link I think will be beautifuldragons.com, and they have a really good nutrition chart. Everyone should check it out. It has bugs and good veggies and fruit to feed them. So that's pretty good. So you want to give them some fresh ones every day. I give Zeus some every like 2 to 3 days because he's never like them. It's just some beardies are like that, so don't freak out if yours isn't eating them. Some don't, some do. So now for bugs. This is probably where people mess up the most because they don't realize a baby bearded dragon, yes, a baby from 1 month old to a year old, can eat anywhere from up to 50 to 100 crickets a day. So you're gonna want to, as a baby, probably get them in higher bulks offline, so like 500 to 1,000-ish. And you can keep them in a Rubbermaid bin, egg cartons, and feed them some carrots and other veggies like you'd feed your bearded dragon. And they can live off that. So it's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So I went over most of the things. Like, these are amazing pets, really docile. They'll do anything with you. Like, they're just amazing pets. I suggest them for anyone who really can just afford it. That's all it is the first year is that it's going to be the most expensive. When they get to adults, they are going to eat about every 2 days. He eats about 30-40 crickets every 2 days. So yeah, as a baby they eat about every day 2 to 3 feedings a day, as much as they can eat in 10 to 15 minutes. Now there's one thing I missed. Every week, 5 times a week, so 1 feeding a day 5 times a week, you're going to want to dust their crickets with calcium D3. This is important to them, their health. Make sure you get calcium D3 on those crickets 5 times a week. And then for the other 2 days, you're going to want to dust the crickets with multivitamins. What I do is I do calcium every weekday, and I did vitamins on weekends. Easiest way to remember. So that's about it. Not too much. I mean, they're amazing. Give them lots of attention, and that's all they really need. They need their heat lamp, UVB, and attention and love. So I hope this helps a lot of people, and good luck to everyone else who enters this contest. Thank you very much. See ya.